Good afternoon. We are joined by none other than Ryder Young. Young, a product of San Dimas High School out of Upland, California. Mr. Young, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, let's get started. Really good start to the year so far. We are currently now 6-2-1. The team's playing well. Let me ask you, tell me, what have you learned about this team early this season? And if you can, enlighten us a little bit about what's the makeup of this team right now?
The makeup of this team is a lot of speed, a lot of
Hmm.
power. Our bats are really good, and this team is just gelled really fast
Yeah,
and bonded. And it's great. It's fun to be out at practice every day. So
yeah, yeah. This is your second year on the team. If I were to ask you, is there a difference with this squad as opposed to last year's?
yeah, I think we gelled just a little faster than last year.
Uh,
It's just a blast to be out with the guys every day, and I'm excited to go to practice and work hard for this game.
Yeah, currently the team's right now currently is riding a three-game win streak. Should have been a four. We unfortunately dropped that last game to Glendale, and the game had to be called because of the weather,
Yeah.
uh, and lack of lighting. It was just getting kind of dark there. Let me touch base a little bit on what you just said there. Started up preseason, leading into the first couple of games. We've had a hot bat. I believe, if I recall, we scored 40 runs within the first two or three games. It's kind of cooled off a little bit. Having a couple of games that have been really close. What's that thing or one element that the coaching staff has been telling everyone in order and hope for is for the team being a little bit more consistent? Because it has gone down a little bit, right, compared to how we
Yeah,
all did.
definitely has. After the hot start, it's like,
Hmm.
everyone wants to keep up and going with that same pace. And baseball's a game of failure. So like
Hmm.
you're not gonna succeed every single day and every single at bat. And so, some people are just, trying too hard and, not like going up there relaxed, just trying to keep this pace going. And Andy and the other part of the coaching staff, they just tell us to relax, get up there, and stick to our approach and our plan
Hmm.
that they've prepared for us. And good things will happen when we stick to it.
Yeah. Once again, we are joined by sophomore Ryder Young, a utility player, a product of San Dimas High School, who in 8 games this year is batting .424 with 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, scored 9 runs, and 2 stolen bases. You touched base a little bit on Coach Andrew there. You know, Give me a little bit about their team, about his squad, and how they push you guys and what they tell you guys. And it's interesting what you just said there because after a couple of games that I did speak with Andy, he said something similar. And when I talked to him, scoring 40 points in 2 or 3 games, that's not always going to happen, right? I mean,
Yeah,
ideally it would be. Just a little background. I'm a gigantic Padre fan. And, as we can recall, the Padres, had the ups and downs and they went towards a four no the last 3 games of the series where I don't think they scored a run in 23 innings or something like that. And obviously, if you're not scoring in 23 innings, you're not going to beat a team like the Dodgers, right?
yeah,
So tell me about the coaching staff and how they kind of guide you guys and tell you what needs to be done.
yeah. As a player, you can tell each coach, Coach Andy, Coach Don, Coach
Ah,
Tapp, and Coach Piazza, Papa P, we call him.
mhm.
They love to get out there, and it just fires you up and makes you want to go and ride for them and do all you can because you could tell they care about us
Mhm.
and want the best out of us. And
Mhm.
so, when you could tell that as a player, it makes it so much easier to go out there and try to perform your best for them.
Absolutely. Hey, yeah, I mentioned your stats. Very, very, very solid numbers. Playing well, obviously. Can you tell me something about your start this year? Is there something that you did? Is there something that the coaches are telling you? Is it something different that you're preparing? Tell me about the where you are right now and what you feel as if why it's working.
Yeah. I mean, I had a really good year last year, ended up
Mhm.
being a All American, which
Mhm.
is kind of like prepared. Like, I've had to start with doing some different things than I did last year. I had to, I'm getting pitched differently. I'm getting like approached differently. And I know I've came up with a plan with all our coaches, like an approach and a plan to stick with when I'm hitting to, be prepared for what I'm going to see. And I mean, it's been working. And yeah, it's just every day at practice. I'm just, sticking to it and doing what I can to stay ready.
Right. Hey, a couple last questions for you here. For you personally, and eight games, nine games into the season now, what do you think the team still needs to do in order for us to be a complete baseball team?
Um, I mean, right now, I think once the bats get going like they did in the very beginning of the game and everyone relaxes and starts playing for the team and, like doing what they can to just help move runners over
Yeah.
and score them. I mean, that's when it's really going to take off. And then
Yeah.
our pitching staff, it's still early in the season, and once they get comfortable on the mound and everyone's getting their innings and throwing strikes, I think it's going to be pretty hard to stop us because this team is pretty special.
Yeah, yeah, and that's one thing. Having had the opportunity to be in the dugout with you guys during that Glendale series is regardless if the team is down, whether it's a run or by a couple of runs, this team has that confidence and has that appearance that game's not over. And one of the things that I've heard when you guys are down is it only takes one inning. It only takes one inning, as if you guys are expecting that inning to get back into the game and take over, right? And
Mm-hmm.
that comes from an entire team that believes that they have the capabilities to do that. You've been in many teams before. We've all been in teams before where, oh man, we're down 2 points, man. That's it. There's no way we're
Yeah.
crawling out of that hole. But this team is built different, right? This team has that feeling. It doesn't matter what it is. We can crawl out of it and hopefully get that win. Unfortunately, for that one game, certain things happened. Weather wasn't all great. You couldn't even see the ball. It's not excuses by any
Yeah.
means, right? Because both sides have the ball.
Uh-huh.
It happens, but that's what I've noticed from this team, and definitely excited that if we continue to play the way we're playing, I think we're going to make a pretty decent run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Well, Ryder, I thank you for your time. Again, I just wanted to catch up and get a quick update on how the team's doing, how you're doing personally. Is there anything you want to say to your fans and the people of fans of Chaffey for them to support the team?
So, I mean, just come out when you can and come see us play, and I promise you, you're gonna have a good time because this team's special, and you know, we believe in each other, and so your belief in us will definitely help.
Awesome. Once again, Ryder Young, utility player out of Upland, California, a product of San Dimas High School. Come and catch them. Next game, I believe, is against Mount San Jacinto College on Tuesday, 18th at Mount San Jacinto. And I believe on the 20th, they're going to be at home at Chaffey. First pitch is scheduled for 2 o'clock. Ryder, thank you for your time. Have a wonderful rest of your day today, and we'll see you out there on the field.
Thank you for having me.